The philosophy is very strongly based around the Nordic. I didn't want to let go of the Nordic because I love it, but I also wanted to see, at least to create my new story, what would happen if we took some of the Nordic philosophy and then creamed it up with the classic kitchens, like French. I love French. I'm trained French. I'm trained not Italian, but some Italian, and then Nordic. So what would happen if you took all those three kitchens that I love and cooked it? So strong Nordic DNA with deliciousness and ingredients from out the world. I also love Japanese kitchen. So why not take it inside and then openly and honestly tell that I'm inspired from it. The main ingredients is difficult to say because we follow the season. So in springtime, the kitchen looks very fresh and green and very herbal. In the winter time, we try to preserve a few things. So the herbs are being replaced by preserves. Yeah. We still use some green plants. In the winter time, we use many root vegetables. You will see tomorrow when you taste the food that we love beetroot, we love onions, we love what's around it. And then we spice it up with Italian truffles sometimes, or fermented garlic from Japan, or something like that, to give it a more refinement and a more interesting approach in the flavor. We try to choose organic or biodynamic primarily, but it can be very difficult to source the amount of ingredients. There's a lot of good restaurants now in Copenhagen and we all source our products for the same suppliers, more or less. There is this guy that you also remember, like Søren Viru from Kieselgården and stuff like that, who's the biodynamic or ecological producers. But all the restaurants get their products from there. So now we try to make collaborations and friendships with other farmers and then start the story there. So have a farmer only working with the restaurant. So we tell them what to put in the soil, ecologic, and then they will grow all the vegetables for us. Luckily, working at Noma, I have cooked for everybody. More or less everybody in the whole world in our trade. All the Italian chefs, they have 3 stars and stuff like that. I've been cooking staff meal with them, Michel Bras, everywhere in the world. In beginning, I was very intimidated. When I cook for them in Noma, I was very intimidated. But when they come and visit my restaurant now, I cook for their friends, you know what I mean? So that have give a big ballast for me and self-confident when I have guests in, that I'm more calm. There is of course the moments where I can be excited, and if you're not excited, then something is wrong. Then you should cook something else. So I've become more wiser in running a restaurant. I've become more clever, I guess. And second of all, I also find it much more interesting now. I see it more as a challenge to work maybe with the cheaper ingredients and then use a lot of effort in lifting them up, elevate them into high gastronomy. So one of the dishes we have on right now, which tells a good story about that, is actually we have codhead on the menu. Instead of using monkfish or something like that normally, I don't know what it costs here, but in Denmark it's quite expensive, or turbot, or one of the common luxury ingredients. Then we take the cod, the head, all the pieces, the cheek, the neck and the tongue of the fish. And then we treat them with very big respect, and we salt them the day before, and we cook them very gently, and we wrap them in grilled cabbage. They're not so pretty, but they're fucking tasty.